From Steam to RetroAchievements, I'm hunting masters and perfect games, one achievement at a time. Today I'm going for the Flintstones. The surprise at Dinosaur Peak was released in 1994 for the NES. Developed by Taito, it's a 2D platformer with 45 achievements, a very diversified set in terms of chivos. This was another game I started because of the Achievement of the Week event. My usual approach is to do a blind run first, and then focus on the hunt. But this time, I start playing with the achievement event in mind. After unlocking the first 6 achievements, meet the Flintstones, Secret Place in the Jungle, Jungle Jan Jigs, Hanna-Barbera Superstar, Secret Place in the Mines, and fully upgrade, I realized it was a good game. And that's when I decided to take the set seriously. From that point on, I started going for every achievement I could see was within reach. No strict plans, just playing and unlocking as I went. Let's start from the beginning. The game opens with a cinematic. Bubbles and Bam Bam are missing, and we have to find them. The controls are okay. Not the best, but okay. The OST is fine too. I mean, it's 8-bit music, and the sound effects are... enemies. Okay, this will be fun. The mines stage was not that bad. The boss is a pain, but after switching characters, minecart madness was unlocked. Then the game throws these intermediate stages between platforming levels. I wasn't paying attention and I lost the first one. But on the next try, Surf Up was done. Simple and fun. Sometimes they require quick reflex, but nothing traumatic. Stage 4 is opened by Mr. Slate and his prehistoric problems. Fred says not worry, and time to beat this. The first half is just jumping from one platform to another. Fred says, "Hi honey, bye honey," to his wife, and gets back to action. It was difficult to understand the stone wheel in the first try, but I've become an expert. The monkey boss was no problem. Defeat on the first try to get monkeys clean up. Stage 5 was very easy. I was totally adapted to the controls and beat the giant house on the first try. And then the witch house. Every single task in the witch house was painful. It was the most difficult stage in every achievement involved. Just pure pain, reaching the boss without taking damage, beating the witch without being charmed, everything. The only exception was to find the secret place witch house and extra life witch house. These two were okay, the rest a nightmare. Defeating the witch and finally seeing Prehistoric Witchcraft achievement pop was a relief. I was finally out of that stage. Our duo arrives at the Pterodactyl. Like the surf level, beating it is not problem, and the taxi is taken. Time to face the volcano. This part is about climbing and going inside. After the hell of the witch house, this was 10 times easier. I cheesed half of the level and with the boss down, peak performance was unlocked. The Volcano stage is actually one of my favorites. It tests your platforming skill masterfully. You really have to be precise. One mistake punishes you. But this kind of challenge isn't frustrating to me. It's challenging. It demands that you control everything well. And finally, don't panic, Daddy is coming for beating the game without using a continue. Now let's talk about Barney's boss achievements. Triceratops, No More Monkey Business, Spider Squish, and Hexproof. These weren't difficult because they require skill. They were difficult because they are frustrating. Barney's damage is non-existent. You are spending 10 minutes jumping and landing one single hit at a time. I literally count the hits. The monkey took over 30 hits, the spider over 40, and the witch 50 hits. 50! And more than once I received a hit near to the end and I have to restart the entire fight. The only beatable one was Triceratops. That one was actually fine. The rest just test your patience, not your skill. Patient. First I went for extra life mines, and then I focused on the not damage part. The only no damage achievement that truly cost me was the mines. Those bats were my nightmare. It took me forever to find the right spot to stand so they wouldn't hit me. And even when I got past the bats, the final jump kept failing. I either made it or I didn't. There was no consistency. That's why Stone Skin Mines was one of the last ones to unlock. And the last 3 achievements relate with beating damageless, some bosses with Fred, Those ones were easier than the Barney's ones. Much of these damageless stages and bosses were beaten using the level select. The minigames hockey and basketball require learning how to always score and how to steal the puck of ball from the EI quickly. Both were done using level select. I also use level select to collect the 25 stars in the Pterodactyl stage for flying among the stars.
Oh shit, here we go again.
A Deathless run. This was the run. You know that thing when you do everything perfect and you are one last action away from your goal and then you lose? Well, this was what happened. I died on the last screen. PV? Volcano. At least on log. For collect 25 lives. Stage 5. The wooden logs are hard now. Jumping on crocodiles is now allowed now. And again, the wooden logs. Which house? And I wasn't allowed to pass the surf level 3 times in a row. And you might think, well, it's time to take a break and distract yourself with something else. But no, I keep doing the same thing for 4 hours. In round 8 I came back to the volcano, just to die in the same exact spot. I lost on the first level, and that's when I stopped. It took me 3 days and 25 more runs to get back and have another chance. And I did it. I passed all the section just to almost ruin the try in the easiest part. I almost lost it. After 37 attempts, and losing the run 4 times on the second last screen, and 1 fighting the final boss, finally, 1 life is unlocked. The Flintstones, the surprise at Dinosaur Peak, was fully mastered in 41 hours, 36 minutes. A lot of patience, a lot of bats, and 37 attempts at the Deathless run. It's not the hardest game I ever played, but it's one of those sets that test you in ways you don't expect. The Barney's bosses test your patience, the witch house tests your sanity, the volcano tests your precision, and 1 life tests everything. If you want a very RetroAchievement set with a fair but real challenge, this one is absolutely worth your time. Just prepare for the bats. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more master hunts. Snake game is already up on the channel. Next week we are back with the hunting log. See you in the next one.